Hello, I'm Perexion, and welcome to a new playthrough of Heroes of Might and Magic 5.5. So yeah, in case you haven't heard about it, Heroes 5.5 is a fan-made expansion, sort of. It's a mod for Heroes 5, which basically rebalances the whole game and adds new heroes and adventure buildings and artifacts to the game. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to play through as it enables many more strategies than the base game. If this sounds interesting or you want to check out more, I have a link down in the description for the mod and to a link to the ModDB page, and you can download it or read more from there. But yeah, it's time for a new playthrough. We're still on the 5.69e patch. There's no changes since last time. And today I have prepared a map here. We're going to go with a 4-player map this time around, and as for Season 2 we'll be running on Heroic difficulty here. So we start with less resources and the AI start with more resources, and we get a little bit less experience. Alright, so here we are, and yeah, which faction we're going to play today? I have to say it was super close with the voting. I think this might be the closest one so far, but here are the results. And yeah, as you can see, I think Fortress won out with like 3 votes or something. So super close. I thought Stronghold was going to win because they took the lead at first, but apparently the fans of Fortress showed up this time around. So awesome, as you see. Alright, I think... this is tricky though. So, we have default mode, which means the AI players are not allies, that the mutual aggression drops on higher difficulties. Or we could just go savage mode and they will team up against me. Not sure how well it plays on a 4-player map, so... I can explain. So here's the template for the map, and as you can see, every player starts at one corner here, and then we have the treasure zones in the middle, which allows you to move between players. And I can't remember last time. I think I was running this time. It's been a while since I've done a 4-player map at this point. I should have checked this beforehand. Let's see here. I mean, this is probably more interesting in some ways if I need to defeat all of them, but I think, I mean, default mode could make things very interesting, so let's go with that. So they are not teamed up, but since we're running on Heroic, they probably have less chance to attack each other and more likely to attack me. Alright, but yeah, Fortress is probably my least played faction of this game, I think, so it's gonna be interesting to see what we can come up with this time around. We're going to go with a random Fortress hero as usual on this channel, because it's a lot of fun to just create the strategies as we go, instead of just running the predetermined quote-unquote best build. As for the AIs, I'm just gonna lead in an aggressive AI instead of defensive, because it feels like they put up more of a threat that way. But yeah, there's nothing left, nothing special anyways. And if you're curious about generating the same kind of template, here are the settings for it. So yeah, have a go at it. But just before we start, as a reminder, if you're enjoying this kind of content, make sure to leave a like or subscribe. I got lots of playthroughs of Heroes 5.5 at this point, and other strategy games and roguelike, so also let me know down in the comments what you think so far, and if you're enjoying this, and I'll make sure to have a look at it. But yeah, enough of the boring stuff, and let's get into this. Alright, so let's see here. We got ourselves some spells and a Flame Keeper, okay, and I started with Ankh of the Saint. Okay, so resurrects tier 3 creatures after combat as long as I have 8 mana. Okay, so I can resurrect some Bear Riders this time around, okay. So you're a Flame Keeper, interesting, but as usual, the first thing you usually do in Heroes 5 is to just grab your second hero as it's a very cheap way to get some free troops, and you're probably gonna need them. So we're gonna compare and see which hero will be running this time around. So we have an engineer and a flame keeper this time around. And we can check the skill wheel here. So engineers are the might class. Apparently there's like 80% chance of getting all some of the might stats. And they start off with war machines. And then we have rune mages. Okay, they're very mixed. Okay, and they have access to the rune lore. Okay. And then we have flame keepers, which seems to be a lot about spells. And I think they start with destructive magic. Yes, okay, so you have ballista and you have summoning magic with earth blood. Okay. Okay. Let's see what your skills are. So we have Rolf here, who's a maverick. The hero starts with +1 attack and -1 defense. The initiative of all creatures in the hero's army is increased by 0.25% plus an additional 0.25% per hero level. Okay, 2.5% increase. Okay. Alright, I mean, it's a very generic, useful guy, apparently, and he starts with some different skill then. So an engineer usually starts with 2 defense and 1 attack, but he has 2 attack and 1 defense instead. Okay, interesting. And then we have Bart here, the flame keeper, who is an explosive expert. So the hero summons a minefield immediately at the start of combat and gets to act again after that quickly. Minefield will be placed around the position of the defender. She goes mounted guards, so basically our tier 1s. Ignore stacks of 1 unit, okay? The hero's ATB value is just a random between 0.6 and 0.7, so yeah, they're going to be able to act pretty quickly after that. And I'm gonna assume that you start with the spell as well. Alright, I can't check from here. I need to swap like this and go to here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you have Fire Trap. Arcane Crystal. Arcane Crystal is pretty good. It's actually written here that the selected time battlefield prevents adjacent shooters from firing and hinders movement. So that's one way we could do some ranged combat early on. Let's see. I think I've been running might heroes for quite some few series in a row now, so maybe it's time to actually get into some spell casting this time around with the flame keeper here. So let's just move everything over. I think the minefields will be pretty useful early on for creeping and defeating the neutrals here. And you also start with the Master of Earthblood, which gives fire traps and some other spells here, +4 effective spell power. Can be useful. Alright, so first of all, let's check here. So, that's definitely one of the drawbacks. So every town in this game has 2 out of the 4 schools, which they specialize in. So it's light and destructive magic. So summoning magic is going to be a little bit more tricky to come by the looks of it, because it's random between darkness and summoning in the last slot here. But maybe we can pick some up from some shrines here or other towns we might encounter. Oh, right, I'm at the edge of the world, apparently. Basic light magic or basic luck. Okay, let's just grab basic light magic for free. Okay, so let's see here. That, okay, so war machines. Okay, we need war machines to actually get to 1,000 gold, okay. Some spear wielders, some defenders. Guard post is just defensive. Oh, I can get 1 extra defense, but probably not. Teaches runes and boosts spell power on one heroes with the rune lore skill. Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna grab some spear wielders then. I'm not in a hurry to get more gold. So usually the strategy is to get to the capital as soon as possible. So in 11 days we will build the capital, or the goal is to be able to build the capital. So we need to make sure we grab enough gold and don't waste it on troops and buildings unnecessarily until we get to the capital. So we'll see if we get there. Usually we can get there if you're just smart about your spendings and take some fights to grab some gold. Oh yeah, I should definitely start with grabbing the stables though, because that's going to pay off in the long run. Okay, man, you're at the exact wrong location, which means that I can't reach there. Oh well, I'll be back for some skills then later on. Alright, at least we have a starting stuff here. Okay, so... well, let's start with this then. Okay, 5 spear wielders. Okay, let's see if we can avoid losing that many. Okay. Let's add some of these. I should probably add you to the front here. Okay, I could do some very weird setup here. So the minefield is going to be focused around my big stack of defenders because it ignores single wall stacks. So hopefully it should spawn mines around this guy now. Okay, I mean, good start. Oh, you just had to be first then. Okay, it's tricky to avoid that one. However, these guys, okay, so we can just double click down there with the right click, and they have large shield, which is less damage from non-magic attack, heavy armor. Okay, so you can't reduce the defense. Okay, you're not the guys that actually protect. Okay, there are some troops that can actually protect. Oh, nice, you got the crippling wound. Reduces their speed and initiative. Okay, so let's see here. I could just arcane crystal here, which means that you won't be able to attack from or shoot from there. Oh wow, okay. Okay, let's see if we can trick them into the minefield. That would be nice. Yeah, let's move things around a little bit. You back. Oh wow, okay, that's a interesting way to move. Okay, I'm not sure how much the fire trap, how much damage they will deal. Okay, fire traps deals 72, okay. Okay, so basically they decided to place themselves at like the worst location possible. Crippling wound this time around. Nice, okay. Got rid of those. So now we might be able to move forward here. You still have a crippling wound? No? Okay. Now we have crippling wound again. Okay, good. 4 damage. That's fine. Alright. Nice, okay. At least it lost less troops. Okay, and I should click on the M key on the keyboard so you can see the mana barns down here. I have 2 knowledge, so I will regain 2 mana. Yeah, I definitely want to level up my summoning skills. Because... on my summoning magic skill, because that means that I will summon more fire traps whenever I cast a spell. With me makes it much more reliable to actually get some spots where it will matter in the end. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it's usually a little bit slow, a bit slower on the first turn. It needs to set up a lot of things, so... okay, I will need your help here to grab all of this. Oh, you can actually reach, okay. Huh, okay. I have 10 mana and it should be good. Okay, losing 4 bear riders. That's probably not good. I might be able to do some stupid things here. Yeah, let's see where they spawn. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, you have 38, okay, so definitely focusing you. Even though you have battle rage. Okay, so basically the crippling wound cancels out some of it. Interesting. Okay, you can't move very far because of that at least. Which means I should have enough time to pull back my guys here. Find safe defenses. Okay, so I'm just gonna save my mana. I think all of the mines will probably finish off most of the enemies. Yeah, let's see if I can just move everyone back a little bit. I think I should be pretty okay down here. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh. Right. At least it buys me some more time to actually throw some spears at you. Yeah, let's see what happens now. Huh. Okay. So... just gonna stand there or something? Okay. Nice. And I didn't even have to use any mana, that was perfect. Alright, so... okay, now the problem is that I don't know what's in front of me. So I think I'm gonna spend some movement on you. Explore a little bit. Okay, that's definitely something you can grab. This is some free experience. It's going to be good. I think I'm moving forward a little bit here. That. Grab that. Oh, wait. Okay. Here's a funny thing is like, I think there's some trigger point here whenever you get too close to the town. You can actually get mana from the town. I think that was happened actually because I moved too close to the town. Or close enough to the town, I should say. I got some free mana from that, so it's not bad. Challenging. Okay, so let's see here. I should probably head back into town first. Defenders leads to bear pens. Yeah, we definitely want to have some more bear riders early on, especially since I can use mana to revive some of them. But I also want a blacksmith. That's going to be good, especially grabbing just some first aid can help out a little bit. Okay, so maybe shield barracks and town hall and bear pens, maybe. It's gonna be tricky to get enough gold here starting out. Oh yeah, I definitely want to grab my skill at some point. But at the same time, I'm probably not in any hurry yet. So let's check this out. Okay, some mercury. Oh, there's a prison. We can get another hero. High threat level. Wait, what the heck? Why are you just guarding? Okay, well, that's very far away, unfortunately, by the looks of it. Okay, looks like there might be some really tough fights around here. So I'm gonna explore a little bit here with my second hero and to see how it looks further down here. Because we might need to just turn around for now and go back, grab some stuff before we can go out again. Ooh. Spear wielders. Okay, that's going to be nice. High threat level. Yeah, looks like the game is pretty much telling us to go the other way. Okay, there's some gold at least. And here's dwarven pickaxe, which can give me some extra stone every week. And some attack, which isn't bad. So, campfire. Okay, so I could go here, offer a gem to the dragon girls to get some free troops summoned. We can actually check here if we go to the magic guild. So it's going to be air elementals that's written down there, which we get summoned. Okay, so I'm going to shield barracks, and then I think I'm just gonna use the caravan system here to send them back to town instead. And in the meantime, I'm going to move back here. Okay, advanced summoning magic is probably a pretty good thing to grab early on. Master of Ice, Master of Storms. Enlightenment might be pretty good as well. Give me some extra knowledge. Cast spells. Yeah, I'm going to grab summoning magic now. Okay, it's blocked. That's unfortunate, and it's a high threat level as well. Okay. Go. Okay, let's see here. You got one attack, 3 spell power, 2 knowledge. You should have pretty good odds of actually gaining knowledge, but we'll see. We might need to grab enlightenment and intelligence. Swift mind won't do anything. Extra knowledge, okay. Alright, we'll see what happens further down the line. But there's basically 3 destruction schools here. We could go fire, storms, or ice, or some combination of them, of course. But that all depends on spells. Isn't fireball. Right, and it's granted armor dealing face to fireball, firewall, and Armageddon spells. Yeah, so earth spells is not part of this because they're part of the Master of Earthblood. You can learn some elementals here somewhere. One of these. Probably gonna end up there somehow. Right, but we'll see what happens. Here comes the spear wielders, which I'm... Okay, I'm probably just gonna grab them then on the way. And we'll go down to... I mean, it might be something over here as well. I never got around to checking that. Sure, let's go grab the free skill. Basic light magic. Or basic luck. How many spell schools would I even need at this point? Okay, so I think I'm gonna hold off for now, and I'll come back to it later if I decide that any one of those is something I'm going to use. Scarf of the Legion. Okay, that could still be our starting area. Okay, some gold. Okay, so we're still in our starting area here. It's gonna be another pirate ring. Okay, double pirate ring. Unfortunately, artifacts doesn't stack if I remember correctly. Okay, I definitely need more gold here. First and foremost. And I'm not really in a hurry for getting my bear riders, since my hero isn't even back in town anyways. Okay, but then we should be ready to set out. Actually do some fighting here. Ooh, another Chantry on disc. Wow, okay, this is great. And there's the shield barracks. Okay, not bad. There's usually 2 or 3 of the lowest tiers. Okay, I'll refuse them for now. Oh, okay, okay. A war machine factory is really good. I just found it because you can buy war machines for cheap there. So I don't need to do it when I'm back in town here. That's good news. Okay, so let's grab that, I think. Wait a minute, my tier 3s. Okay, so here's the Creaturepedia, we can see everything. Yeah, my tier 3s are the bear riders. Okay, good. Thought I got things a little bit mixed up because they were right beside each other. Let's see. Yeah, let's just grab some more bears. 7 more. Okay, okay. They might be actually able to fight now. Okay, so I don't need to spend on any war machines right now, which is good. Okay, that's a moderate fight now, and this is still challenging. What's going on with this map? Okay. Okay, things has gotten a little bit easier. I think this might be a fight I can take, but maybe I should just have a look over here real quick. Oh, it's basically just a random grave here. Okay. Oh, that's a waste of time. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's see here. I mean, I could upgrade my spear wielders. That's definitely possible to have a stronger power stack dealing damage early on. At the same time, if my hero would just level up a little bit more, I could probably just survive on my spells alone. Alright, so a lot of buildings have added this contract system here, so you can pay 500 gold for it to be automatically claimed, so you can get some free woods from here every week. Not gonna waste the gold on this early on. Alright, I can see that the ballista is the same price, but these two are cheaper, so I'm just gonna grab them and run back with these. Also, I forgot to grab the caravan. That was what I was planning to do. I think it's almost new week already. Okay, magic, probably not. Alright, let's see here. First of all, we can use the Creaturepedia here to check what we actually get if we were to upgrade. We could get Skirmishers, which has a bit more initiative. 1 more maximum damage, some more defense, or we can go with Harpooneers, which has a lot more damage. Are a little bit slower. Okay. You have crippling wounds, slowing things down. With the usual trigger is like you compare the health of the total health of the stack to the other, and it calculates a chance based on that. You have no melee penalty, that's interesting. You have harpoon strike. You can drag units closer to you. And you have magic proof, so you take less damage from spells. I mean, I'm not really gonna use the melee penalty. The crippling wound is really strong in late game fights though. But we're not in late game fights at this point. I think just the stats on these alone, just dealing 1 more damage straight up would be a great improvement for the early damage here. Let's see here. So I will be at town 9, so I could get some rune priests here or more gold. Oh, I might need to actually grab the focus on the gold. Okay, I grabbed the crystals early on as well. That's awesome. And it's also a lot of wood. Okay. Let's upgrade you to... Oh, it's that spear wheeler here. Okay, 2 harpooneers. Nice. Okay. Okay. So... Okay, oh, there's some spells there. Okay, I think I'm just going to head down here. And maybe take this fight then. Fortunately, I think my second wheeler is a little... Or... wheeler. My second hero is a little bit far away. At this point, I can't really deliver troops over here. Unfortunately. Or the war machines. Yeah, couldn't really reach. So let's just go in this direction. And then we're probably going to have to explore down into these side alleys or whatever you call them. Let's see what we find here. I mean, I can see that there's a sword at least, but I can't attack them. Crypt. Not sure if I'm strong enough this early on to actually fight the crypt, so let's see how this goes. It says moderate. Okay, I think those are moderate losses as well. Oh, it looks like the zone actually continues a bit. Okay. Something like this perhaps, and hopefully everything will be placed around here. Okay, we got a few more at least. Yeah, these guys are going to be able to reach me from quite far, unfortunately. Okay, and you have Hell Breath. Right, let's see here. Hellbreath bites his main target with full damage, sends a 3-way wave of fire resistance 20% damage to other opponents in a 2-tile radius. So, yeah, they're going to be very annoying to have to deal with. Especially since the runes didn't end up in a very nice way, unfortunately. I think I just wait though. I think I have a nice plan here. I'm thinking about using the harpooneer ability here. Okay, I mean I could just use more fire traps around here in that case. Let's add some more while we're at it. Oh yes, I could actually drag them towards me if I felt like it. deal damage for now. Okay, I mean, not too bad. Missing one is fine. I mean, my guys back there will try to deal with it. Go. Nice, okay. Okay, how much mana do I have? I have 10 mana still remaining. The good thing is they take extra damage when they leap like this. Okay, so I can get some of these guys back for free after a fight. And I probably will swing by my town before I take another fight anyway, so it's fine if I lose one here. Looks like my guys ended up in the wrong order here. Yeah, that is terrible. Man, you might actually get them to use the no melee penalty right away. Okay, but these guys do still have the melee penalty, unfortunately. So okay, lost different kinds of troops, unfortunately. I got one bear rider back. Okay. Grab the gold. Yeah, I take a few steps forward. Okay, it looks like this is okay. Probably not going to fight those guys, so let's just head back, and I'm going to grab the stables again. Will give me some movement in the long run, so... Oh right, I forgot I needed a runic shrine. Oh well, we're just going to grab gold then. That's too bad. Could just about afford it, thanks to the treasure chest. Weak of air, okay. Air spell damage increased by 10%, and once summon air elements increased by 50%. Alright, does this count those I get from the dragon shrine or whatever it's called? The Shrine of Arketh. Okay, I mean, we will spend a gem there, yes. Alright, so let's see here. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to build a runic shrine at some point. Things we have down there. And the fire dragons all the way down there. I guess, I mean, it's cheap in gold, but costs a lot of other things. Okay, I at least could afford grabbing those. Okay, what kind of runes did we get? Exorcism, it's a spell, and a rune of berserking. Oh, okay, so no retaliation strikes in here. That's pretty neat. Let's see here. You get a free level up here. Oh, you can actually get rune lore. Rune lore is pretty nice actually, as for supporting. Down there, you can get dwarven treasures. So you find more gold on the adventure map. Income from supply networks is increased on average by +1 resource or 500 gold per weekly supplier. And I think those suppliers are buildings like this. So that would be nice. I can get to that. Alright, there we go. Don't think there was anything else here. No. Okay, a little bit of a tough start. We're really low on gold already, so we're going to need to go out hunting for gold. And I'm not sure if I could actually take down Crypt right now. 4 air elementals is going to be helpful. That is going to be helpful. Also get some movement and morale. There, and you can trade there. I think this doesn't mess up my morale. I have 2 on everything, right? Yeah. Okay, and now that I have some air elementals with me, I have 1 of everything. Okay, it actually do messes up my morale by a little bit because I no longer have everything from the same faction, so oh well. 2nd level spell. Oh yeah, I mean this is 3 treasure chests though. I probably should take this fight. 5. Okay, I lost all of my air elementals somehow. Okay, 44 bear riders. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, and not the best battlefield here, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna swap those around. Are they at least somewhat useful? Okay, so first of all, I think I'm just gonna place an arcane crystal here. To slow these guys down a little bit. Oh, okay. I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. I did slow them down. I think it's the first time they actually broken the crystal. Usually they just let it be there. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to fire at you then. Nine damage to Bear Rider, that's okay. I'm parking you over there, and I got it healed up anyway, so. Okay, so I have 8 mana. Okay, so 8 mana would be enough to resurrect some Bear Riders, which could be nice. Otherwise, it's just Rapture, dealing 40 damage, lower defense by 3 permanently. Probably not. Or was I think it says so. Right. Defense. Consecutive cast with lower defense further, but not below 0. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to attack for now. Okay, nice. Looks like I can at least get them to move a little bit slower forward here. Oh, that was not enough. Okay. Get rid of you. You know, these guys do get enraged because of it. Okay. Now I'll take a proper step backwards. Okay, let's see. Okay, see here how I should place myself. Trying to figure out a good way to have them run into my stuff. Okay, so... Shoot, that was the wrong button. Okay. I definitely want to move my bear riders back a little bit, but I don't think I'll be able to with the strange way I positioned all of my troops. Oh, okay, I can actually get them back one space. Okay, good. Okay, there's the first hit. Yeah, that did full damage, so should help a bit. I think he has to move back to here. Okay, so now there should be plenty of places for you to actually try to attack me from. Oh right, you have no enemy retaliation. It's been a while since I've used you. Oh, nice hits, okay. There's a lot of them gone at least. I think I'm gonna have my other guys attack now. I lost enough defenders for this fight. Alright, almost got it. Without any losses here. Basic sorcery is definitely nice. Summon fire elementals could be really good. On some knowledge as well. Yeah, probably grabbing this so I can summon. I guess I'm a fire elementals to help me out. Yeah, then I can grab more movement from this. Nice. Okay, I think I just use you for grabbing the gold. And depends on what else there is here. I get some more. Okay, looks like everything is very quickly turning into challenging again. And I have at least this fight with some gold. Okay, that could be very nice. Okay, I just need to make sure to refill my mana after every battle. Seducers are so annoying. Have to fight. Well, we'll see in the next episode what's going to happen, because this is a pretty good stopping point, so... Yeah, it's always tough at the start with all of these, so it takes a little bit to get into things, but so far I think I've managed to avoid most. It's not been too bad with the losses so far, so fingers crossed it continues like this for a little bit longer until we're set up to go. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this and are looking forward to the rest of this series. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, have a good one. See ya!